1/4 of United Methodist churches in the U.S. have left in a schism over an LGBTQ ban. What happens now? A quarter of U.S. congregations in the United Methodist Church have received permission to leave the denomination during a 5-year window, closing this month, that authorized departures for congregations over disputes involving the church's LGBTQ-related policies. This year alone, 5,641 congregations received permission from their regional conferences to leave the denomination as of Thursday, according to an unofficial tally by United Methodist News. In total, 7,058 have received permission since 2019. The vast majority are conservative-leaning churches, responding to what they see as the United Methodists' failure to enforce bans on same-sex marriage and the ordaining of openly LGBTQ persons. The first denomination-wide legislative gathering in 8 years, slated for spring 2024, will consider calls to liberalize policies on marriage and ordination. It will also debate rival proposals either to decentralize the international church, which has at least as many members outside the United States as in, or provide overseas congregations with the same exit option their U.S. counterparts had. Many departing congregations have joined the more conservative Global Methodist Church, with others joining smaller denominations, going independent or still considering their options. Conservatives have mobilized like-minded congregations to exit. The United Methodists had a U.S. membership of 6.5 million in 35 and 43 churches as of 2019, according to its website. It had at least one church in 95% of U.S. counties, more than any other religious group, according to the 2020 Religion Census, produced by the Association of Statisticians of American Religious Bodies. There's no immediate estimate on how many individual members are leaving the UMC, since some members of departing congregations are joining other UMC churches, but the departing churches include some of the largest in their states. The UMC also reported having 6.5 million members overseas as of 2018, the vast majority in Africa, where more conservative sexual mores are common. In 2019, a special legislative gathering of Methodists voted to strengthen long-standing bans on same-sex marriage and LGBTQ ordination. The votes came from a coalition of conservatives in the U.S. and overseas, particularly from fast-growing African churches. That measure was expected to be used by progressive congregations dissenting with the letter of the church law, and a handful did take the church up on its offer. Keith Boyette, who is the Global Methodist Church's top executive, said it has registered about 4,100 U.S. churches so far. Former UMC churches as well as new ones organized by former United Methodists whose congregations voted to stay in the UMC. It's unclear how many U.S. churches are going independent, but the fact that so many churches have aligned indicates their commitment to wanting to be part of a connectional system, Boyette said. Scott Field, president of the Conservative Wesleyan Covenant Association, which has advocated for churches leaving the UMC, said congregations' experiences varied in regional conferences, depending on what financial and other conditions they have required of churches. Under the slogan, "Fair for some, fair for all," the group will be advocating for overseas churches to have the same option to leave. Several African bishops, however, issued a statement in 2022 denouncing efforts to get churches to leave as false and destructive. Field also predicted many U.S. churches, despite missing the 2023 deadline, may try to exit under other church law provisions. Bickerton said he particularly laments the departure of many churches that are longtime rural area fixtures. When Methodism came to the United States, it went to where the people were. It was carried in the saddlebags of the circuit riders, he said. A return to informal ministry may be needed to maintain a presence in many regions, he said.